Hey guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I invite Natalie Gilho. She K Young assistant. She worked with me quite a bit, and I asked her, I say, would you like to be my model? It's her first time on camera, so don't leave any mean comment at all. Just give her a lot of love. We create this like a day, night makeup look. Pretty much it's an easy way for you to introduce to a little color to your makeup, and that's what we create today. I hope you enjoy the video. Give my channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you. To start every makeup, I always prep the skincare first. The first product I use today is from Caudalie Beauty Elixir Mist. This is quite a great cold favorite one. This is Pore Tightening Skin Prep Mist. This is perfect and hydrating. You can use before makeup or after makeup or anytime. And this is a vegan formula. The next product is the Naturium Fetal Glow Lip Mask. This is one of the newer products. I absolutely love it myself. This is help to restore and replenish moisture on the lips. It does have shea butter, avocado, and jojoba oil. This is great to prep on the makeup or the lip mask. It's a little shiny, so if you use matte lipstick, you can always blot it down. The next product is also from Naturium. It's multi-peptide eye cream. Natalie, this is her first time on camera, so she's quite nervous and tense, so you guys don't mind at all, okay? It's like she never been on camera before, so she do this a favor for me. So you guys, if you see it tense, don't make some weird comments. And this is a great lightweight eye cream. It helps to hydrate and protect delicate eye area. This is great eye cream to prep under makeup, and it is great for all skin type. The next product is from Vanngo. It's Hydra 3 Regenerative Serum. This is also a hydrating serum. It does help hyaluronic acid to plump and hydrate the skin. Natalie's skin is acne prone, and it is on the drier side, so you see that I quite hydrating the skin a little bit. And the best way you do is just really press the product into the skin, really get everything hydrating. Some on the neck and everywhere else. The last step for skincare prep is also from Vanngo. This is Hydra 3 Regenerative Moisturizing Face Cream. This helps to refine skin texture and is really great for deep hydration. It does have hyaluronic acid. It's ideally for under makeup prep or every day. This is one of my favorite moisturizer from their brand. I think you've seen me use it before many times, and it's fantastic under makeup. And you see that I like to apply moisturizer everywhere. I always say every single time, give some love to the skin, give a little facial, little massage. Make sure everywhere really hydrating. I understand some people just use a little moisturizer or even don't use moisturizer and just primer and ready to go. But for me, the best makeup is always with great skincare prep. The makeup looks so much better and it's long lasting throughout the day for you. And a lot of people always tell me it was like, why my makeup doesn't last? It's just because you don't prep the skin well enough. For sunscreen today, I'm going to use from the brand called I believe it's Isotin Photo Arifotona Actinica Ultralight. I hope I say it right. This is the mineral sunscreen SPF 50 plus. This is a great sunscreen. The only thing is that I find that when I use on a deeper skin tone, it does have a tiny bit white cast and then it go away. But they also have tinted sunscreen as well. I myself like more tinted, but this is under makeup, so it's great to use without tinted. This is water resistant. It's not greasy. It's very light consistency. It's great to wear under makeup. On Natalie or paler skin tone, you're not gonna have that white cast. But on myself, when I use this, I have a tiny bit of the white cast. So I use the tinted one and it's worked perfect for me. But this is a fantastic sunscreen. One of my derm told me about the sunscreen. That's how I found out about it. And also don't forget some on the neck as well. If you are someone don't wear much makeup and you just want to cover some of the redness and mark on your face, I would use like color corrector. This one is from Makeup Forever. It is a green color corrector, so it's great to cancel out some of the redness. So you just put a little bit on. But I'm using foundation today. The foundation I'm using obviously is gonna cover them, but I just show you this so that way you don't wear foundation, you still can cover the redness without have to use foundation. You see that the green is cancel out the red and the face doesn't look as much red anymore after you put the color corrector on. If you're the anti-foundation, you can use the color corrector like this, and then after that you use the concealer and just pinpoint to cover where else you want to cover. For the complexion, I'm going to use two products. The first product is from the newer brand. This is my first time using them. It's from Polite Society. It's more than a pretty face skin caring foundation. And the concealer is from Laura Mercier. It's also their new concealer. It's called Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Serum Concealer. And all the shades or name or whatever we link on the description box if you can't hear or you can't catch all the name that I'm calling. To start, for the foundation, this is a medium to buildable full coverage foundation. I only have a few shades, so the shade I'm having, they are a little bit warmer than Natalie's skin color, but I thought on camera she can get away with it. So if you wonder why it's a little darker than her skin, it's just because I don't have any lighter shades. I only bought a few to try, and this is the lighter shade. I pick it up and I don't have the lighter shade than this, but I want to try them. And I'm using a kabuki brush. This is a newer foundation brush from Breffer, one of the brush brand that you see me use all the time. And this is one of the brushes that we request, and it just came out. Basically, it is a little more dense than the one they had before, and I actually love this a lot. I think this is great for foundation, and it's great for contouring or cream bronzer. You can use this brush. It's fantastic. And if you want more coverage, you just do a tippling motion like this, and you get way more coverage. Remember, I mentioned already, this is a little warmer than Natalie's skin, but she still can get away with that. And make sure you just blend on the neck down a little bit more. This foundation is quite beautiful. It is a natural finish. It's weightless and it's supposed to be long wear and transfer and oxidation proof. Also, it's vegan and fragrance free. So right now it gives me more a luminous finish, but you understand because I prep the skin really well. So I feel like if you don't use a lot of skincare, it gives you a little more matte finish than this. But the formulation is quite beautiful. And it's buildable, so you see that where I want to cover more, I just really tip in like this. And make sure blend to your neck as well. So for this foundation, you can actually get even more coverage, but I don't want Natalie's skin feel like a mask. So I still cover just like a sheer, and then all this area here, I'm gonna cover with concealer. And that's the best way to do complexion. If someone have a little redness, a little acne, you don't want to cover so heavy with foundation because not every area on the face you want to have that full coverage. So I just cover where I need it after with the concealer because that's what concealer is for. Also, this is concealer. I only have this shade. I don't have a deeper shade. So this would be great for under eye area. But for me, if I use the foundation that shade, the concealer I would use a tiny bit deeper than this, but you still can get away with this. This is also a new concealer brush as well, and I think it's fantastic. It's a little more dense, and if someone who like to blend with smaller foundation brush, this would be a great foundation brush as well, you know, for a smaller area like this. So you can do that as well. And all these new brushes are synthetic, by the way, but they are good and synthetic. It's actually feel like real hair. And the concealer, this is a weightless concealer. It gives you a medium coverage. It does give you a natural finish and long wear and waterproof. So this is great concealer for people who live in the hot weather. You can use the small for pinpoint concealer, but I can use just this brush. And just dot in different area. Actually, the concealer blend out so perfect with this foundation. To set the makeup, I'm going to use Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Soft Radiant Setting Powder. The shade I'm using is light. This is a talc-free powder. For someone who like a lighter powder, this would be a great one for you. And it gives you that soft focus and blur effect. It helps you control shine. And it gives you a natural finish. Next, I'm going to use One Side Beauty Made for Shade Bronze and Scoop Trio palette. It's come out like this, so the 3 powder for contour and bronzing. The first one, you can use this shade for shading. The middle one is a little more warmer And then the last one is to sculpt all these. You know, you can use it just for bronzer and contour. I mean, however you like, really. But for me, it's like I would use the deeper shades, a little bit around the hairline. I use the smaller brush because Natalie face very petite. I don't want to use like a big brush on that. And you see the way I do, it's just a little bit. And then I just a little bit around. And remember, because you do all those pinpoint concealer, just be very delicate on the skin. You don't want to go like scoop everything out, because that's when you take all the foundation concealer off. So you just do a little bit at a time. And then all these shades, you can play with them. You don't have to do too much. And I'm the type person, I like more higher contour than lower. So I feel that when you do lower contour, it does look too hollow, and I like when it's a little higher contour because I feel more lifted. I'm doing the same on the other side. The great thing about this is one palette, they have 3 different shades, and you know, you can use different color and to create more dimension. And this is more matte finish as well. And it's a beautiful formula, so you can just do a little bit at a time to create a dot dimension on the face. For eyebrow, I'm going to use these 2 products from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first product is the Brow Wiz Eyebrow Pencil, and this is their newer product. It's called Brow Freeze Gel. It's the same formulation on the jar, but they make it into the liquid. Natalie have really good eyebrow. You can see that you don't have to do anything really, just to gel them and ready to go. I did trim a little bit to make them a little, you know, softer. What I did, I just brushed it up to trim the top a little bit so it doesn't get too long. But that's all I did. I didn't do anything much at all. And what you can see right now is her eyebrow. What I would do is I'm just gonna fill in a little bit right here. That's all I need to do. I'm not gonna fill any more because I don't want the eyebrow look too dense. Sometimes you try to fill in so much that the eyebrow become a different shape, like a block eyebrow. I think can look very harsh. And for the eyebrow shape like this, I just fill in where the gap is. So just a little bit right here. That's it. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I just fill them, same thing, a little bit on this side as well, where you think it needed. And the way you see that I do is everything very light hand. I don't want to do like a heavy draw. Do a little bit at a time, because that way the eyebrow, even if full, it doesn't look like stencil on. And then I use a gel to set. And the only thing about this thing here is really strong hold. It's a great brow wax for you, but you need to take some of the excess out here so it doesn't get too much product, because you don't need too much. And it's set and hold brow in place. It's not sticky, and it's flake free as well. And do like that. Do the same on this side. And then you here. You see that I just go through with a little spoolie and just really shape the eyebrow. For eyes, I'm going to use these 3 products. The first product I'm going to use is the Chanel Lash for Ombre Revenge Multi-Effect Eyeshadow Quad. Honestly, I have a hard time to say all these names. If you cannot catch what I'm saying, go to the description box. This is the new collection they have. I love this shade. It's soft, warm. It gives you that upcoming spring. I think it's great. I'm gonna use this palette and I play with them a little bit. I'm gonna do an eyeshadow, but not complicated, you know, not as easy apply eyeshadow. The second one is the 1999 Beauty Precision Color Pencil. This one is like a soft brown pencil. You can use any brown pencil. I like this one. This one you can use for lip, eye, cheek, anywhere, the color pencil. It's not long wear, so you have time to play with them. And the last one is the mascara you see me use all the time. It's Lancome Lash Idol Volumizing and Lash Lifting Mascara. So to start, for this eyeliner, so basically I'm not do a complicated eye. So basically I put this color all over the waterline. So look up for me. Inside the waterline, a little bit on the upper waterline as well. I know this is the hardest part. So if you have a narrow eye shape, maybe you skip the waterline like I just did. Now they have really big eye. I'm not worried about that at all. I want the eye look simple but still sultry. So it's all personal preference. The next step I'm going to do, I put a little bit here. The way I always do basically, I like to smudge out the line a little bit and then just, you know, smudge it out. You can lift up a little bit and then so just smudge it out. A little bit right here. And don't worry, it's not too perfect right now because you can always blend with the shadow after. You see that? And I just do a little bit on the here and pull it out. You can see that even just like this, a little mascara, ready to go. I think anyone at this step right now, you can do it for sure. So what I'm going to do even more, I'm doing right there, a little bit here, just to extend the eye. And you see that? A little bit there. I'm doing the same on the other side. With the same brush, I didn't have added any more color. I just blend out even more, smudge it up a little more. And the whole point of this, because I just want to get like more depth on the eye. The color is very pastel-y, so if I don't use any of that, it may be a little too light, so I'm going to do a little more color than that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this color here. And I put all over the lid. Remember, always a little bit of product at a time. You see that I do better. Don't try to do this. And I see makeup artists do that on their video as well. It drives me crazy. You know, that you ruin the product. You have too much product on the brush and it's gonna be harder to blend. You see that little bit only. You don't need too much. I'm doing the same on this side. And then a little bit on the bottom. I smudge it out a little bit. And this is such an easy way to play with color because the brown is going to give you the depth already. I think a lot of time, if you don't have any color pencil like I just used, you might think the color a bit too bright for you, but because you put the brown pencil, it makes the eye now look sultry instead look like too spring light color. I guess that's the right word to say. So next, I mean, this palette is endless. You can do any way you want. Next, you can use a different blending brush, a folder like this, and use a deeper color. And now I just do on the eyes ball area here, so get more depth. Because the color just a little bit deeper. I love that the transition is so subtle and it doesn't look like you're trying to do like cut crease color. And it's just from the color transition, it gives you that depth naturally. Once again. So if you want softer, then you don't have to use the brown liner like I did. And it's more editorially if you just put the color and with a gouache like that. That's another way to do. So next what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use another brush, this bright color here, a little bit, and I do a little bit under corner here. And I do just like a little, you see that, just like a wash a little bit there, and then a little bit there. And what I'm gonna do next is this area, turn this way a little bit, and then you use the color, and you just do a little washout. Play with them. Like right now, I'm just really play with the color. I didn't really blend in my head what I'm doing, and just do as I go, play what I go, you know? And sometimes that's the best way. A little bit of color here. Just on the brown bone area. Yeah. And then what you can always go back to your other brush and you use that just to blend it out here so it doesn't get too much of demarcation. And the best way when you blend eyeshadow is everything blend out well. You can use multiple color, it's still gonna be wearable. When you use just one color but it's not blend out, it's gonna be a little harder for you to wear. But if you do the way I do, really blended color, you can use rainbow color, it still becomes wearable because it's blended. So this is a great way for you to introduce yourself with colors. Without the brown, it's quite pastel-y. You might not want to wear it alone yourself because you think it's too much color. But I think the brown liner, everything there, it makes everything a little bit more easier to wear, a little more commercialized. And if you want even more intense color, you can always spray the brush with a little mist, even just a little water as well, or that way you can get even more deposit, the color a bit more vibrant. So that's another way that you can keep in mind that you can wear the color. I'm gonna curl the lashes off camera and then I put some mascara on. Look down for me. This is a great mascara on Natalie. She have incredible lashes as well. I'm gonna do 2 coats on the upper lashes and 1 on the lower lashes. This is volumizing and lengthening. It does not get clumpy at all. Look this way for me. It's a great mascara, ideally for people who like a lot of volume, but still like the refined lashes, not clumpy. And it's also a great long wear and oil-free formula as well. For blush, I'm going to use the Chanel Beauty Powder Blush Duo. And this is part of the new collection as well. So you can use separate or you can use together. I know I say it every time, but Chanel, one thing is drive me crazy. It's a limited edition. So you like them, you buy them, they don't come back. That's what happened with their blush and all the color. I always love them. I always buy multiple. And this was, the color is very beautiful. I use together. Some people, you can like this color, that color. It's very beautiful. It's 2 shades in 1 palette. It is matte finish. And it's quite gorgeous. I know they're gonna kill me saying that because I think everything they do is limited edition. It was just like it's come out and you like it and then the next thing is gone. And it's really hard as a makeup artist because you like favorite and you want to, you know, you buy again and they don't have it. This is also a limited edition. So it's come out for spring, so it should be in the store right now. It's so beautiful. And you see the way I do a little bit, especially if you do all the pinpoint concealer, you don't want to do like this. That's the worst thing when you use a blush and you do like this, and I see people do this, and all these pinpoint concealer, you cover all the redness or flaws. I mean, it's coming out. There's no point. So the way best way you do, you see that dab, 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 like that. And you get the color, you get a really good deposit as well. Makeup will last longer. So when you see people doing like this and doing like this, don't learn that tips from them at all, because that's the worst thing you would do for makeup. Makeup doesn't last as long like the way you do like this. That powder will gonna stay there for you. If you do like this, it won't stay as nice. So just do a little bit at a time. But this is the best way you can keep the makeup stay, and you don't ruin the palette, always pretty, and you don't ruin the foundation concealer that you did on earlier. For highlighter, I'm going to use this highlighter from Tom Ford Beauty, the Soleil Neige Glow highlighter. I like this new color they have. It's a silky powder highlighter. I use a fan brush so it gets really soft, but if you want a heavier, you can use like a thicker kabuki brush. You can do that more highlight, but this is very light, and this is more like a soft pinkier sparkle. It's really beautiful. It's free of silicone, mineral oil, and parabens. It's just quite gorgeous. I use a little bit, very gentle apply. The nose. For lips, I'm going to use two products from Makeup by Mario. The first one is the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil, and the second one is the new formulation lipstick he has. This is a super satin lipstick. To start, I'm going to shape the lip a little bit. Natalie have gorgeous lip shape. I'm not gonna overdraw. I just want to define them a little bit. And she doesn't have much color here, so I'm gonna fill it in first before I even apply lipstick. And this is a matte finish long wear pencil, and it is full coverage. And the lip liner and the lipstick I'm using is very similar shades. So I just outline the shape a little bit first before I even apply the lipstick. Slightly little more, yeah. For this lipstick, this is a more classic satin finish lipstick. It's very beautiful. It is smoothing and comfortable on the lips. So this is more like a fuller coverage satin lipstick. I love this shade. I think it's more like a mauve color. It's very easy to wear. This color is suit everyone. And I think it's called Nolita or something like that, yeah. But if you get the name, all the description box there, yeah. To complete the look, I'm going to use the Gucci Beauty Mist. This is close and hydrating. You can use before to prep the makeup or after to set or refresh the skin. It's hydrating, it's long wear formula because I set powder earlier, so I'm gonna really fresh everything up again. That's the final look, guys. This is more everyday makeup. This could be day or night, so I hope you enjoyed the look. Give the channel always a lot of love. Thank you, Natalie, so much for coming to the channel. I know you're quite nervous at first, but you did well. So thank you everyone for watching, and don't forget to give the video a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you.